Okay, welcome to a quick demo on how to use the automatic update tool and how to integrate an automatic update into your new Windows app or console application using any .NET language. Okay, first, install the automatic update tool if you haven't already done so. It's very quick, only takes a few seconds to download and install. You can get it from www.softupdates.com, and that's soft-updates.com. Okay, so for this example, I'm just going to create a brand new Windows Forms application, and then I'm just going to call it, I'm going to just go ahead and call this Awesome App, just for demonstration purposes. Alright, once this project loads, I'm going to start off by adding a reference to the project. We're going to go over here to our references, add a reference, and then we're going to go ahead and browse for one. So where you're going to find that at is where you installed it. In my case, it's going to be under C Program Files, Automatic Update Tool. And then you're going to click here to the appupdater.dll and go ahead and reference that. And then click OK. And then that's going to go ahead and add that in. While we go here to our view code, we're going to go over here and we're going to go ahead and do a using statement. We're going to do a Visual Basic video later on, so don't fret if you don't know how to follow along here, but just so we're going to go ahead and use App Updater, so that way later on we don't have to go ahead and do that anymore. Alright, so for this we're going to have to instantiate a new app updater with an API key that you get from www.soft-updates.com. So, okay, let's do this. Okay, for this we're just going to type in demo, only because it's an API key that I've obtained from softupdates.com for this video. When you get your own key, that's what you type in here. And then also for this, the version type, I'm going to go ahead and just run through these really quick. So you can either enter in the version manually, which kind of gets tedious, but you can just, if this was version 1, 1.0.0.0, that's kind of a little tedious. So there's better ways to do this. You can just do the version. You can set it a version. Again, that's kind of otherwise. Here you want to go to the version type. IntelliSense, if you just hit space dot, it'll pull up. And you can either do by assembly version or file version. It's your choice. I'm going to go with file version on this. And again, if you need help deciding, we will have tips and tricks on the website on which version to use and why you should. Alright, while we're doing that, we're also going to create an event handler for when it detects an update, so that way we don't have to manually check. That's a nice feature. So let's go ahead and do that now. So we're going to tie up an event called onUpdateFound, and we're going to go ahead and insert that there. So now anytime that you load up your program, it's automatically going to detect whether or not you have an update. Now, if there is an update, it's going to go ahead, and we're just going to say right now, if there's an update, that we just want the updater GUI to show the dialog, saying that yes, it has in fact been notified of an update. And if not, then we don't. So to set that up, we're going to say if has update, and if it does have an update, we're just going to go update dialog or update GUI.show dialog, just like that. Alright, now that after we've done that, I went ahead and built the solution, and now if you run it, nothing magical happens. Well, because this is a new project, there's nothing done on it, etc. So, if this is your first version, okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make this program even better. First, we're going to make an installer for it, publish this very first version, and I'm going to show you how to do that here right now. So first, I'm going to build it, which we've already done, but we're just going to make sure that it's good to go. Now we're going to go here to our automatic update tool that we've downloaded from www.soft-updates.com. I know I keep saying that, but I'm going to keep saying it. Alright, so then we're just going to enter in some key information here. I'm going to call our app name Awesome App, and then you can use a publisher name, include an icon, whether you want to make it mandatory, require a checksum, etc. We're going to create a new installer, and this is version 1.0, so we're going to do as such. Change log. We're just going to say first version. Alright. So wherever we're going to select our output files, unless you were using your own, like Wix, etc. For me, I'm using my own installer, so that's what we're going to do. Drill down and find your project. Awesome App. There we go. Ooh, that was a mouthful. Select the entry point. And yes, we would love to make a new installer files. That way we can initially distribute it or give it to people, whatever. Awesome App 1.0. Save that. And then we're going to publish. If you don't have a API key yet, go ahead and get one. Click on this link and go to www.soft-updates.com. And you could type in your URL here. If we had a website for Awesome App, call it awesomeapp.com, whatever, your end user license agreement, go ahead and hit publish. Perfect. Now that it's all done, we can close out of that. And now we're ready to install our awesome app that does absolutely nothing. Alright. And just to prove that it does nothing, we're going to go ahead and open it up. Boom. There it is, your awesome app. Alright, so now that you've got an awesome app going on, whatever, now you're going to, create a new version eventually. Do some updates, whatever. So in this case, we're just going to take our main form, and just change the title to, just to make it so that way you can tell there's a difference between the first version and the second version. For this, we'll just make it, a different background color or whatever. All right. Oh, maybe we added an exit button because this app sucks because it doesn't really do anything.